Welcome back to the Talking Sports Podcast, hosted by Peter DiBiase and John Rocco Trumport, and this is our Week 2 UnderDog Fantasy NFL picks, and it is sponsored by UnderDog Fantasy. Use code TSP for a 100% deposit match up to $100. Just go on UnderDogFantasy.com, place your first bet, and you will get your deposit matched up to $100, minimum of $10 deposit. If you do minimum, you'll get $10, and it keeps going. And this is our Week 2 NFL picks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our Week 1 NFL picks. And Jared, let's get the ball rolling, man. What do you got for Week 2 in the NFL?
Yeah, so for this week, they give you a Jalen Hurts pick over a half a yard. That's kind of a gimme right there. They're doing that, to promote it. And then I got CeeDee Lamb, under 72.5 receiving yards. Jets D looked really good last night. And the Cowboys offense didn't look too good. He got 4 targets, 4 receptions for 77 yards last week in a blowout. So I think he'll go under this week. And then I got CJ Stroud over 190.5 passing yards. He threw the ball 44 times last week, 242 yards against the Ravens, a really good D. I think he'll do well this week. And then Keenan Allen over 67.5 receiving yards. He had 9 targets. He's Herbert's favorite receiver. He had 76 yards last week, so I think he'll continue that stretch.
Yeah, love it, and I love it. And as always, use code TSP, and all our social medias are down below. And a cool thing about the UnderDog Fantasy app is you can place a bet minimum of $1. You can place a $1 bet. You can use Pick'em. You can start. The minimum you can do is 2. You can do max with 5. You can place a 5-leg parlay for $1. It's all fun. It's all fun and games. So I'm gonna get to mine. I did not use the Jalen Hurts half a total yard. It wasn't on my screen, so that's stunk, but it's all good. So for my UnderDog Fantasy Week 2 NFL picks, I have my first one, higher 74.5 receiving yards for Stephon Diggs. He went up over 100 yards against one of the best pass defenses in the NFL last week against the Jets, and that is with Josh Allen probably having his worst game of his NFL career, and Diggs still went up over 100 yards. He's facing a Raiders team that is really weak in the secondary, doesn't have a lot of corners or safeties. I expect Diggs to have another big game. So over 74.5 yards. Dak Prescott. This was a weird one, but I'm going higher than a half interception. I'm betting on him getting an interception. Like the Jets, once again, the Jets have one of the best pass defenses in the National Football League, probably one of the best defenses in the National Football League, picked off Josh Allen 3 times. I don't know if they're going to do that again, but Dak Prescott, prone to turnovers. I think he gets 1 interception on Sunday against the Jets, and the Jets defense is going to need that with no Aaron Rodgers on the other side. And then my final one, higher than 61.5 rushing yards for Kenneth Walker. The Lions are not known for their defense. Their defense played much better than people thought they did in Week 1 in Kansas City. Kenneth Walker got the bulk of the carries against the Rams in Week 1. He's the featured back ahead of Zach Charbonnet. I think the Seahawks, with the struggle of Geno Smith Week 1, they're going to lean on this running game, try to control the clock. And I like higher than 61.5 rushing yards for Kenneth Walker.
I like it.
Okay, guys, use code TSB on UnderdogFantasy.com. And Jared, tell everyone about social media.
Yes, guys, we're on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Talking Sports PD. Follow us there for any weekly picks. And follow us with the content, NFL, and also we post college football content. So follow us there at Talking Sports PD.
Forgot to mention this in the beginning. We hit 4K on YouTube. So thank you guys so much. If you guys like our podcasts are not going anywhere. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and stay tuned every week for Thursday morning. We'll be coming out with our weekly UnderDog Fantasy picks. That is going to do it for us. Use code TSP on UnderdogFantasy.com, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.